Happy New Year to you that is watching me right now. This is Family Aspect, and I'm your host, Charles. Today, I want to be sharing with you some of the relationship struggles that we see and in our relationship today. And again, these are attitudes that affect and destroy relationship around the world. Now, if you've been in any relationship at all, you know that you will agree with me that most of the challenges that relationships face today, our marriages are facing today, is largely caused by the negative attitudes that we put out in our relationship. So I want to address some of them today. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk about some other the other parts of it later on. Today, let's start with number one. One of the problems we have in our relationship today is pride. Pride and ego is one of the difficult enemy that many people have not been able to overcome. Now, pride is very subtle. A lot of people don't understand, even when they express it, they think they are not proud, but they are proud. So you say, well, I'm not. Let's find out. The first thing is, if you have ever refused to admit your faults, admit that you made mistake, you did something wrong, then that is pride. If you ever refuse to apologize when you were wrong, that is pride. It's always there. People always act this way, but they don't see that something that is that is pride, that is out of pride or ego. So people do it. What about always wanting to have your way, always wanting to be right, always wanting to win an argument? That's also pride. That is arrogant. That is pride. That is ego. Okay. What about when you exhibit so much dominance? You see, exhibiting superiority and making other people to be inferior before you. That is also pride. So we see these things happen in our relationship, but guess what? That's why it's not working. That's why there is divorce. That's why there is separation, and this is killing our relationship, destroying our relationship. Okay. Now, the impact of this kind of behavior is that there will be tension and resentment. A lot of tension and resentment. And another thing you find is that there will be reduction of emotional intimacy. Gradually, you will find that you're no more intimate with your partner anymore because of your pride. And also, we have lack of mutual respect. Once there is pride and ego, there will be lack of mutual respect for the partner. And that is a problem that we face in most of our relationship today. The question will be, what solution do we have for this? What's the solution? It is simple. Just practice humility. That's all you need to do. Learn to practice humility. If you will practice humility every day in your relationship, you will be one of those that are making progress. Practice humility. Embrace understanding. Try as much as possible to understand your partner. Understand how they feel. Understand what they're trying to communicate. Instead of prioritizing your desire or this idea of I'm the person who is right over your partner. You want to prioritize the right thing. And then embrace forgiveness. You want to embrace forgiveness in your relationship, because you get offended. But embracing forgiveness is an act also of humility. Embrace forgiveness and also permit openness. Allow yourself to be open. Openness, transparency in the relationship. These are all good signs that can combat the monster called pride. Number two, this is attitude. I'm talking about attitudes that destroy relationship. Number two, lack of communication. Lack of communication these days are in different characteristics, expressed as silent treatment. A lot of us in relationship, we practice silent treatment. When our partner does something wrong, offends us, we don't want to talk to them for days and hours and weeks and months. And that's terrible. Avoiding difficult discussions, difficult conversations, difficult things, difficult hard communications or things that we may have seen as avoiding the problem or avoiding the conflict or conflict resolution. We don't want to talk about things that will bring solution to the problem. We avoid it. So we don't get understanding. Many of us don't even have the patience to listen. We lack active listening. And we want to say everything and not listen to anybody. So this is one of the major problems in relationship around the world. Okay, one of the major problems. So the impact of this is that you will not understand your partner. You will struggle to understand your partner. So you will always hear that the partner is saying, I don't understand. We lack understanding. Yeah, that's the result, because no communication. Unmet expectations as well. There will be several issues of unmet expectations, and then diminishing trust. Trust will start reducing, will start going out of the window. And then you have emotional disconnection. So the lack of emotional connection will be so obvious. And that is it. That's the problem, because you see, you are an emotional being created to be loved and to love. You are an emotional being created for connection and bonding. So you need it. You need it. So what's the solution? Well, develop active listening. Develop active listening skills. It's a skill that you must learn. Learn to listen to the feelings. Learn to listen with interest. Listen with attention. Be here and now. Pay attention to their emotions. Pay attention to what they are feeling, to what hurts them. That's how you develop active listening skills. Okay, create a safe environment, a safe space for open and honest dialogue with your partner. When you do this, your relationship will get better. Now, number 3 of attitudes that destroy relationships and marriages around the world is selfishness. Selfishness. Now, this is where you prioritize yourself above everyone else. You prioritize your desire, your goals, your dreams above your partner, above the needs of the relationship. When you prioritize yourself, your desires, your pleasures above the needs of the relationship, that in question is selfishness. Refusing to compromise, refusing to support your partner when it is needed, that is selfishness. And many of us do this in our relationship and marriage. And we wonder why we suffer. We wonder why the relationship doesn't work. We wonder why we struggle in the relationship. Yeah, because we are accommodating some monsters that are destroying the effort we're putting into the relationship to make it work. Now, what's the solution to selfishness? Well, practice mutual giving. Learn to be mutual in your generosity. Learn to practice mutual giving and sacrifice. It is so important to give and support your partner, and also your partner supporting and giving towards you. It is something that you must practice. Now, regularly do what we call check in on your partner's needs and feelings. Always check on your partner's needs and feelings. You want to know what they feel. You want to know what is going on with them. Ask questions, and then be discerning. Learn to discern and know how they feel, which is very important. Number 4, which I want to talk about today. Number 4. I said I will share 4 with you. This is the 4th one. Number 4, unforgiveness is an attitude that destroys relationship. Unforgiveness, holding on to grudges, bringing up past mistakes repeatedly. That is the expression of forgiveness, of unforgiveness. Many of us keep grudges for so long. We make our husbands or wives sleep on the couch, and then you sleep on the bed. Why? Because there is a situation that has never been resolved. There is a conflict that has never been resolved. Even when some apologize to you, you don't take it, you don't forgive. You hold on that grudge, especially things that have happened in the past. You're holding on to that grudge. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. That's what is destroying the relationship. You don't want that. You don't want to be practicing that. Now, the impact of these things, especially on forgiveness, is huge. It prevents you from healing from the heart. When you don't forgive, it prevents you from healing. You don't get healed. Some of you have gone through traumatic, toxic, chronic, narcissistic relationship that almost destroy your life, destroy your self-image. And you have not still forgiven, because you see, as long as you haven't forgiven, you see, you are not healing. You are not healing because you have not forgiven. So you need to practice forgiveness. And that's why you're struggling to trust again. You're struggling to build trust with this new relationship that you're in, because you have not forgiven the past hurts, the past trauma, whoever did it. And because you're not forgiving the person, you are not healing. So you need to heal. For you to heal, you need to forgive. Now, forgiveness is a choice. Forgiveness is a choice of gift. I call it a choice of gift that you have to give for your healing. It's a choice of gift that you have to give for your healing. And it's not for the one who offended you. You are not doing a favor to the person who offends you. No, you are doing yourself a favor so you can heal and be made whole. And then you can move on with your life. So when you don't do this, when you harbor unforgiveness, what you're doing is that you're building bitterness. You're encouraging bitterness to take a hold of your life. You're fueling bitterness and emotional distance. You will never be emotionally attached to other people as you want to be, because you have not healed, and because you have not forgiven others. So you struggle with it. So you have bitterness, resentment. You have all of these monsters trying to destroy your peace. So what's the solution to this? Very simple. I encourage you to embrace forgiveness. Let it be a gift that you're giving to everyone around you. See, forgiveness is a choice, like I said. It's a gift of choice that you give for your healing. You see, don't let it be on you how you feel, but let it be on the fact that you are giving it for your future, for your peace, for your healing. Focus on resolving the problem. Focus on resolving the issues. Focus on resolving issues. That's the only way to combat this monster of unforgiveness. Look at a better tomorrow, a peaceful tomorrow, okay, a joyful tomorrow. And because of that, you want to resolve the problem today, resolve the issue today, so that you can move forward into that better tomorrow, a better future. If you will practice these things, you will be so shocked how your relationship will turn around for 2025 for you. It will turn around in a peaceful way, in a joyful way, in an amazing way. So this is one of the things I thought I should share with you, beginning 2025 in the month of January. This is beautiful, right? So I want to encourage you, if you're watching anywhere, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, wherever you're watching it from, and then leave a comment in the comment section as you receive this video. Thank you so much. I believe you have been blessed. You have received something new, and I want you to practice this. Of course, this is not all of them. I just shared 4 of the points with you. I have 4 more that I haven't talked about. And in our next video, I'm going to be sharing that with you. So that will be part 2 of this particular content. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a beautiful, happy new year. Bye for now.